What is going on, everybody? Back on it. Berserk manga chapters 144 and 145 had very two different tones of chapters last reaction video. We had essentially an entire chapter of just Skull Knight guts, dialogue back and forth, giving us some information and things like that. We even had a little Easter egg drop of Puck saying Skull Knight gave off the vibes or something of being an elf. And then we saw Skull Knight make the same comment of like, oh, an elf, that's an interesting thing to like, have as a companion. So that was interesting there. But the thing is, as a viewer right now, we still don't know the significance of like what an elf is, what an elf does, their significance in the story, because we've seen all this like evil. We see the demons that come out at night, we've seen the apostles, we've seen the God Hand, but we've yet to see a opposite. Like everything's in most instances in storytelling or life or however you want to take it, there's always like a positive and a negative, something to balance this out a little bit, but it seems all negative, so I don't know who fights for the good people. If we're supposed to be under the assumption that there are no good people, then maybe that would be a thing. But Puck and Skull Knight, well, at least Skull Knight specifically, he seems to be the only, I don't know, force of good. But is he? I don't know. We kind of need more information on him. And he was talking about, a second, like, pseudo eclipse happening, and happens once every 1,000 years, even though we just had a damn eclipse that happens once every couple hundred years. So it's like, what are the chances this is all happening within the same year? Things that don't happen for centuries. I mean, he damn near straight up said, Griffith will be like returning to the world. And literally the things that triggered it, it's still TBD, because I'm under the impression that the God Hand cannot influence humans or the human world or Earth unprovoked. Something has to open that floodgate for them. So I'm going to take it as like a plague was already starting. Doubt creeped in, which enhanced it even further, which made it like a countrywide plague, which then let one hot God Hand get involved, which then led to like the Nina orgy, another God Hand get involved, and it's just all kind of just like this domino effect. But Skull Hand was making comments along the lines of, the God Hand have their hand, like their sights on fate and destiny. They know what's going to happen, except for like a few instances. So I'm curious, like, can they see their own mortality? Or maybe they can't see past things that they can't explain, but I don't think they're the ones that are writing destiny though either. Like, who do they report to? I don't know. And then there were comments made about how guts exist in between the two realms of like, this world and theirs. But I would almost say he doesn't, because the other world comes to him. It's not like he's walking in two different lifestyles. Yes, you could say, they visit him, but he doesn't have access to that like God Hand void or any type of like hell dimension where he like summons power, or he sends apostles to be, condemned for the rest of their life. So he's had experience in both worlds. But to say that he walks in, I don't know, TBD. We also saw a couple chapters ago, I mean, people straight up saying the word witch about Casca, which I'm guessing is what's going to lead to her being put on, trial to be burned, which again was because of Nina's dumbass. Like all that, everything that happened that night was because of Nina. So, but again, it was meant to happen, destiny. So we'll see, So it looks like the next moment that we're building to here is, because I was kind of waiting to like see. I mentioned that a couple chapters. I've been mentioning it for like the last month or so. Where's the story going here? Because like the eclipse was the big buildup, and now Guts is just kind of mindlessly hunting apostles but he doesn't have a way of finding them. So I was curious like what we're doing here. So it looks like we've got another like big kind of once in a lifetime phenomenon that's about to happen. So we'll kind of wait and see how it goes. Let's go ahead and do it here. Chapter 144. Here we go. Listen, are we on? Yeah, and you guys should be able to hopefully see this. Cool. Listen, we can't take this. Don't talk that way. Please accept these. Give them to your... Oh, God. Don't say it. Don't say it. What's the harm? It'd be a pity to turn them away when they're giving it to us. Oh, fine. I'll take them this time. But you can't do this in broad daylight with people watching. Understand? No. People are already whispering. This is bad. This means trouble. Big trouble. Luca, what in the world is this? It's so sudden, and it's all the stuff tribute for Elaine. I don't get it. Well, we'll talk about that soon. For now, go and share the tribute. Yeah, go give it to people, please. God, give it to people to have them stop looking at us like this, whispering in the shadows and shit. Okay, but we can't keep up. More comes in than we can handle. Look at what will we do with her? At this rate, we'll be turned in eventually. Yeah, that's what was in Guts' dream. It's only a matter of time before the hunters catch wind. And then what happens? I mean, I'm really... Yeah, Nina, what do you want to... I don't want to hear shit from Nina about shit to do with shit, okay? Now calm down, Nina. I can't. Even barring that. If Joe's, Joaquim's body is found, then you what? You did it. Let's ditch her. Just get rid of that girl. Jesus, she's over here feeling bad about this. And then at the same time just wants to dump her off. Yeah, hit her. Again, Nina, but it's crazy. If we get any more involved with her, it'll really be the end of us. It's alright. Elaine can get by on her own. I mean, she's really, you know, we can just hand her over to my people. I'm sure they'll treat her well. Alright. I'm not one for, you know, people just getting taken out. But if Nina's gotta go, she's gotta go. Your people would run ruthless trains on her on the daily. Until she just, like, couldn't anymore. What are we talking about, Nina? Good God. And good on Luca for, like, Luca doesn't owe Casca anything. But she's almost like a better Griffith in the way. Griffith was more of like, yeah, he kind of picked up people out of the dirt like Casca in some other instances, but like, at least from what we saw, he was never like nurturing or never like looking out to... He did some things, you know, he laid with that old man to, you know, get them provisions and things like that, but we never saw like the day-to-day of him like really struggling, like how do I protect mine? Luca is out here like really like owes her nothing and is really like taking on a lot here. We've looked after her plenty already. We've done well. We've done enough. I won't do that for anything. I will not abandon someone. Neither Elaine, nor you. Maybe I have a high-handed and condescending like you said. Maybe I have been high-handed and condescending. Having said that, I'm not very good when it comes to admitting my own faults. And having run my mouth about us sharing a common fate, I don't care to take it back. This is my way of holding myself to it after saying so, even though it's caused a lot of hardship. This isn't Nina's fault. But again, if everything was destiny and fate, maybe this was always going to happen. If I lose my nerve, I'll end up just like those I look down upon. That aside, we can't just let things stay like this. If it's come to this, we will all need to get together and come up with some kind of plan. You guys just need to leave. You just need to leave. This is... Even if you hide her, they're gonna start plucking you guys off one by one and burning you at the stake until you give her up. Luca trouble. What's wrong, Lucy? It's Pepe. Oh, Pepe was the girl literally from 3 pages ago. She, the hunters. Oh no. No, let me go. I haven't done anything. Oh god. And like, I don't think Luca has any pull, or if you want to say like clout or standing, to where if one of hers or anybody, not even hers, if somebody gets yoked, like she's in custody. I don't think Luca has anything that could like. I mean, she could offer her services and her girls, but I think once one of them gets like in straight up cuffed, I think that's it. Shut up, there was an indictment. You can speak in your defense all you want at your trial. Yeah, the great trial I'm gonna get. Look, she's from Luca's. You know, lately they've been oddly popular. Maybe some other prostitutes got jealous of them. No shit. No, no, no. Demon fiend. I'll be raped. I'll be killed. Oh god. Yeah, you are correct. All that will be happening to you. I swear, commoners are all the same. Be silent, gloomy wench. You dabble, you rabble, delight in nothing more than smiling at others' misfortunes behind their backs while looking down on anyone and everyone? When calamity befalls you, you alone possess pure hearts and clean hands. You act like children, believing yourselves faultless. You call upon the name of the Lord without reflecting upon your own sin. Cowardly, shameless, despicable, you're no better than... Yeah, this is just getting bad. Behold evidence, a large crowd watches, yet none of them volunteers to aid you until they do. This is it for Luca too, I'm afraid, no? Don't prattle on so proudly while you strike at someone from such a high place, such a safe place. Like, have they ever thought about like... I mean, I'm guessing, what was Maz saying that like, don't the soldiers like periodically drop off like base level supplies and food and things like that? Probably those base level things are the only thing keeping them going. But you could say like if they just came together and stopped just like doing the mob mentality thing and maybe fought back, they could. But it's easier to say that when people are dying of disease and people are getting plucked off one by one and everyone's starving to like jeopardize. Well, would you rather keep living like this or I don't know. It's a common thing in storytelling of like, should the poor and downtrodden and the masses that are being abused, should they just rise up? I don't know. So like this Luca incident here, will these people rise up in this one instance, or is it just going to be her? Luca, Luca, now she's done it. Oh, so there is one among you with a backbone. But don't you understand? If you defend her, you'll both be arrested. That's how it is. Whatever we say, you try to silence us with threats. You rattle your swords judging people from up in the tower. Have you mistaken yourselves for angels or something? Is that all you have to say, girl? This is hopeless. The air must be thin up there. It's made you delirious. Pepe, Luca. Somebody came to help. Oh god. Oh god. It is him. It's the prince that was promised. Jesus. Well, yeah. Who was it? Who dares to trifle? Big bitch. I couldn't tell what was this his metal arm that grabbed that? I couldn't tell what that was. It didn't look like the same shot here. It looked like a wooden crossbow to me. Hmm. I was really about to wonder if these people remembered or knew his name. And now that I think about it, if these are all Holy Iron Chain Knights and they've had a run-in with him. Okay, I was curious if they were gonna know who he was. You're the Black Swordsman. Black Swordsman? What's that? Lucky me, to think we would meet again in such a place. This is the will of God. You won't get away like last time. I thought he was going to slice his head off. Captain, going by what she said, you guys are the ones doing the witch hunting here? Answer me, among all the people you've arrested, where was there a woman with a brand on her chest? You know who we're talking about. We all know who we're talking. Well, Luca should know. Brand, I don't. Oh god. Is he gonna kill them? Do you think he kills here? I mean, this whole camp here, this would be the decline of it. They're gonna send so many forces in here to like purge and just burn these people out of the way if he starts going crazy here. And he is. He, in fact, is going crazy here. Okay. I mean, it'll send a statement, that's for sure. But the thing is, it'll send a statement for right now. Like, they'll retreat. They'll run, but they're going to come back. It's going to be bad. Real bad. Horses and men right in half. Amazing. See, this is what the people need. The people need this. Don't falter. Surround and restrain him. Okay, ladies, now's the time. Oh! Look at our kid here. The way you lit into that guy was so cool. I think I'm in love. Who's the monkey? This is my villa's Dropey. Oh shit, they're seeing an elf. That one in a frenzy's my main pad. Fortress of Iron Guts. I should have said this first, but I'm Puck, owner of them both. This is holy ground. I don't give three. What a sick joke. It looks more like a dump to me. She's somewhere. So we know literally as of 5 to 10 minutes in storytelling time, in like this, if we're talking in this moment here of Pepe getting captured, Luca coming out there, Guts showing up, that couldn't have been longer than 10, maybe 15 minutes. Casca was literally within 50 yards to 20 yards of him somewhere. I'm going to assume these soldiers are either going to run or all be killed. You think when the dust settles and Guts gets a moment to talk to Luca, and she was talking about the brand, and they get a chance to connect the dots, and 2 and 2 we're talking about the same person, Casca's still going to be here? Or do you think something happens where she like skedaddles or gets lost or wanders? Or I think it's too good to be true. I have a feeling she's not going to be where we're expecting her to be. Let's see. Chapter 145. Are these Mazga's personal men, or are these the Holy Iron? Because we know the Holy Iron has no hand-to-hand, no on-field, no real-life experience of any kind. This, not to say Mazga's men would stand any better chance, but this could get really messy. I mean, he's slicing, like they said, men and horses in half. Eventually, you just turn and run. Like, I don't want this. But just 4 swings, 4 riders right in half. So easily with that monster sword, it ain't human. Everybody's seeing that this is something to rise up to, you know, right? I don't know. You're kidding me. The pain's fading. Puck's healing. Please don't move now. Captain, I think you guys just skedaddle out of there. What is he? This isn't like the last time at all. Yeah, because last time you guys fought us, we'd have been on a drunken murder binge for like 3 days straight. No sleep, blood loss, weakened. They caught us lacking last time. We're fully like stocked and ready to go now. No matter how many riders I send in, it's impossible to capture him. He's a monster. Oh, people feeling a little good about themselves here, huh? They see one man slicing through a group of horsemen and armored knights. They're like, hey, let's get in some of this. And see how like the many outnumber the few. I would rather be part of a mob of 50 with like sticks and stones than, a group of 5 on horseback in armor. If like it ever came to like having to do something, they just have to have the spark. I mean, seeing this in their faces and this, I mean, that's the spark. They got to get out of there. Withdraw, clear the way, yeah, report to headquarters. The problem is when they come back, it's going to be really bad. So much for asking underlings. All I can do is head straight there. Yo, talk. A woman with a brand, is that what you said before? Yes. Oh god, Guts, relax. You know about her? I guess tone it down. First, let me think. That's not important. Yeah, he doesn't care that he just saved your life. Oh. It's the same. You have what our Elaine has. Tell me, where is she? Where's Casca right now? Casca? That's Elaine. Yes, that's Elaine. Do we? Okay, so she's either going to be in that tent or she's not. Either she's done her shit and fucking the whole town and all of Luca's, group came out here to see what was going on. Casca either is in, like, they're gonna get a moment here, or she just got the hell out. Not on purpose, but that's just what she's up to these days. And we're gonna find out literally in the next page or two. She's in there! What are these eyes, by the way? Did we ever get that? No, we just keep seeing them, but like, are they God Hand eyes? Are they Griffith's eyes? Has like Casca elevated to a higher form now? I don't know who that represents. Elaine, if you really are a witch, could you, save Luca and the others? And maybe if so, me too? Guess not after what I said. They sure are taking a long time. What's her reaction going to be when she sees Guts? Is it fear? Because she was very scared of him last time. She's scared of everybody. Do you think she remembers him? Because none of these people that has she ever had interactions with before, so there's no prior memories in her head. Now she did start freaking. She clearly has some memory going. Well, that could be trauma related. A couple chapters ago, when those men started taking advantage of her, she started getting very strong eclipse flashbacks. So, what if they were arrested? What would I do? Yeah, if that happened and then the hunters came here. If Elaine used some witchcraft like before, there'd be no way out. I'll be killed. Get burning at this. Is she gonna say something that makes Casca just like run? I think she is. Oh no. I have to run. If I don't get away from here quick, I'll... Yeah, Nina's so paranoid, she just can't. Elaine. Let's ditch her. Is she gonna kill her? We've looked after her plenty already. We've done well and we've done well, we've done enough. What's happening here? I really, why all this? Lane, you come along with... God damn it, Nina. They're not going to be in there when Guts gets to the tent. So it wasn't her that just up and skedaddled. Those two are going to run and probably get ridden down on horseback somewhere by somebody. Elaine, you come along with me. It's alright, I'll take care of you. I don't trust Nina for 3 seconds, bro. I can't leave you here alone. Besides, being by yourself is scary and lonely. They're really going to slip out as we come in. No shot. Casca, it feels like decades have passed since then. Wow, I don't even remember this image of her. She's been so covered and with long hair and everything. Are you still the way you were, broken and halted like last time? Yeah, I might be even more threatening to you now than I was then. But this time. So, Mr. Swordsman, Elaine, Casca, was it? What are you to her? Don't start me with the dumb shit. Hey, what? Never mind, I think I know. Yeah, you know. You've been around enough men in your line of profession that you know what's up. So, ladies, are you... Okay, someone get this kid. You know what's wild is, like, Nina and, these girls here don't look but maybe a year. Like these girls here and the boy. Before you put the boy next to them in the picture, I don't think we got ages on any of them. If I had to spitball, she's Casca and Guts' age, early to mid 20s. But if you just take the boy out of it, I could say, you know what, those girls, they could be 16, 17, 18. You know, I could see that. And if you just show me the boy, I'd be like, oh, he's 10, he's 11, he's 12. Now that they're on screen together, they look so young. Like, they look like preteens, which is wild to figure the line of work that they're in. But also, you got to think in the time period, like, that was prime. Like, girls that age were getting married off, wedded, and bedded, the whole thing. So, but it's just, like, he looks so young. And you could have passed them off to me as older. Now to hear him talk about, are you prostitute? Someone needs to get this man. Someone get him. Puck, grab him, please. He wouldn't even know what to do. Please, let's just not do that. So, ladies, are you prostitutes? I sense that risque surge, you know? Who's the monkey here? She's not going to be in there. Elaine, Nina. Don't just stand there. Come in. She's here. Huh? No one's here. Oh, shit. Don't tell me the hunters. There's no signs of a struggle, though. Nina's things are the only ones gone. She didn't... I mean, they couldn't have gotten that far. And it's daytime, correct? So let's find some tracks and get to... I mean, you knew it was too good to be true. I called it 5 minutes ago. Like, what are the chances that he actually does that? Everything goes... I thought maybe she would just hear commotion, maybe get a little spooked and just wander. Or start having visions and wander, but no, Nina's ass. I think Nina dies here relatively soon and Casca gets left alone. Nina can't be trusted. I was about to say, isn't she... Oh, shit. I haven't even scrolled down, but I can already see what they're looking at. She's dying of, like, syphilis, by the way. And it isn't like today where, like, you take a warm shower and go to CVS and you get rid of that shit in, like, 2 weeks. Like, this is life-threatening. And the conditions that she's staying in, and like, this is bad. Oh, God help us. Not God help us, not in this story, because God, the way they're representing God doesn't seem like the side you want to be on. This is bad. All because she ran out. She literally could have been in Guts' possession. Probably the safest place she could probably be, given the circumstances. And they were literally like minutes within missing each other. And now she's going to be in the only worst possible scenario she could be in, besides being in Mozgus and Iron Knight's possession, is Griffith touching back down. That's the literally only step above how worse like her situation could be right now. Oh my god. We have come to get you, sorceress. Guys. Still though, even if we split up and search, there's no way we'll find her in all this. But Dropey, why are you following Guts, helping him find Casca? Why are you on top of my head? You don't know what Casca looks like, do you? It'd suck for you, if not for the bandages. Still, mommy, look, what do they all seem scared? Why do they all seem scared of you? They're awestruck. Do they think he's sick? With this many folks around, I'm usually invisible? Something strange, though. Something weird going on? Yeah, this isn't a group of believers. They've been through some shit in their life. They're gonna see this elf. Anywho, I don't know about no witch hunt, but they're scared out of their wits. And, is it ever gloomy? They all ran off without fighting the Shan, then wandered into this place. On top of that, they're scared of being ratted on. They're all dying off. Makes me sick to see them. Makes me sick to look at them. And you're different. Of course I am. combat's always been a man's biggest chance to make it in the world, and you don't need funds, just one of these. So you're Guts' apprentice. If if asking to be taught means I gotta bow my head to someone, then even if I have to sneak around and follow him, I'd be more of a man if I stole his moves. Yeah, well, if I do a huge favor for him here, I won't need to sneak around. It's give and take. And then if he dares tell me no, that's when I'll take this Casca or whatever girl Haas. Okay. You would literally get split from crown to toes. Like, don't even. Let's relax here. Well, he got eyes on him. How far did Guts get? Is he in screaming distance? Oh no, mistake. Oh no, mistake, that's a bandaged woman. Kidnappers. What now? If I go back to tell Guts, I'll lose sight of them, but there's no way I can fight off that many people. It's best not to even fight one enemy. Well, there's two of you. Puck, go get Guts. You have wings. Granted, it's not like dragon wings where he could cover a mile in like 2 flaps. And tell the boy to leave a trail, drag his sword in the ground, do something. I'll shout him for now, I'm good at that. Find her. No trace. Even though it's a refuge slum, it's a big one. That elf and the boy still aren't back. Let's wait for them for now. I'm going to make the rounds again. Hey, wait. Okay, I think that's got to be the only way this works out, right? Unless Puck and Guts have some secret signal that only the two of them would know. Puck does some elf shit and lights a firefly, spark, flare gun type makeshift thing in the air, and Guts knows what that means. Then I think the only way that like this works is Puck goes and the boy follows, or vice versa. But I would trust Puck more to lead back the trail than the boy. Who's to say the boy couldn't? But just leave a trail. Do something. Do something. We'll see. Those are some pretty two good chapters there. They've been really killing it here. You knew this was gonna happen. It was way too good to be true. That Guts was just gonna walk up in there and scoop up Casca, and they were gonna just gallop off into the sunset or something. That's just not. No, it was way, way, way too good to be true. They're right there. I mean, he's close, but I'm worried that, like, the next time they actually see each other, like, I acknowledge that I see you, you acknowledge that you see me, that Griffith is gonna have touchdown, and that is just gonna be an absolute mess. But then on top of the fact, there's still so much that we don't know with the God Hand and this intersection of like Guts walking in between, but like they know everything, but maybe there's specific junction points that they don't, and what does it mean, and is Skull Knight an elf, and what does that mean, are there others, and then maybe he's just been doing this long enough so he kind of knows, but how is it that the Skull Knight knows about when the eclipse comes, when this once in a thousand years thing happens, and like, I don't know how he does what he does and how he knows what he knows, but we'll see, we'll see. Oh, also, heads up, I'll post it on the community page. The first 3 episodes of Chainsaw Man are up on Patreon. Probably have episodes 4 and 5 up this weekend as well. If anybody's interested in that, I feel like majority of people watch Berserk, so you're here and you're interested in Chainsaw Man, it's over there on the Patreon, as the kids call it, I think. But we'll go ahead and leave it there. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe as always.